Outrageous parking fines, bogus citations, ticket agents who literally laugh in your face,
right.
sometimes blaming you for something you did not do.
Are you sick and tired of parking ticket abuse? Well, you don't have to take it. Peter Thorne shows you how drivers can fight back in tonight's Fact Finders Report. Peter.
Jim and Cuddy, that's right. We found one New Yorker who's taking his parking ticket fight all the way to the Supreme Court. Just wait until you hear what happened to him. But you don't have to go that far. We're going to show you how you too can fight the ticket blitz and keep a hold of your hard-earned money in these tough economic times. Frustrated citizens so sick of New York's ticket blitz, they turned this public meeting about parking into a showdown.
When we get abused by the system this way, we have no recourse, right? We just have to turn around. It's their word against us, and we're always wrong, right?
The traffic agent, I'd like to ask them the question, why they don't like Bensonhurst.
You can talk all you want. We can have all kinds of meetings to have. Unfortunately, the city and the traffic department is not very sympathetic.
This woman complained one rude parking agent laughed right in her face after writing a ticket. Similar to this incident, one viewer caught on tape.
I'm not sitting here. She's in front of me. She walked in front of me.
10 million tickets written every year. Some suspect it's all about generating revenue for the city and trying to meet an arbitrary quota officials deny exists. Are there quotas for traffic tickets? Are there quotas, sir? Do you have a quota for writing traffic tickets? But no denying the city's budget is gorging on fees from huge parking fines, raising over $500 million in one recent year, and banking on drivers being unable to figure out how to fight back. You don't have to tell Simon Belsky from Brooklyn about how unfair the city's ticket writing machine can be.
The public is getting abused. I refuse to let this one go.
He's fighting his ticket all the way to state Supreme Court.
You get blamed for something that you didn't do, and you're supposed to just roll over and play dead, and he refuses.
Call this the case of the missing hydrant. Cy got a $115 summons for parking at a fire hydrant. One problem, there is no hydrant at the address on the summons. But when Cy told the city they'd made a mistake, they refused to cancel the ticket, then slapped on extra fines for late payment.
To me, it just constitutes fraud on the public. Fraud and corruption on the public. They're there just to generate revenues for the city.
For help, Cy turned to his state senator, who conducted an independent investigation. He confirmed no hydrant.
No matter how much the system tried to twist those facts, the facts were that Belsky was not parked where the hydrant was.
His letter asking the city dismiss the ticket, ignored.
We were as frustrated as he was. In this case, we batted zero.
So who's making these decisions, forcing people to fork over their hard-earned money in these tough times? A secret star chamber of well-paid bureaucrats called administrative law judges, so unaccountable to the public. They don't speak to the media, and the city won't even reveal their names. Since last May, I've been asking for a list of who these secret judges are, judges paid with your hard-earned tax dollars. We've been promised time and again the list is on its way. Don't you think the public has a right to know? Well, we're still waiting. This man got so fed up with the city's ticket blitz, he started a company to help the little guy win some. He knows it's best to fight every ticket you get.
It always pays to fight. The squeaky wheel always gets the grease. What would happen if every single person who got any ticket under any circumstance mailed in a not guilty plea? I'm going to tell you what would happen. They'd stop issuing these bogus tickets.
Documents we've examined reveal by pleading not guilty, you have a 40 to 70% chance of getting your ticket dismissed or reduced. Pretty good odds. We'll get you the link to his ticket fighting website in just a second. But as for Simon Belsky, he's so fed up with the system, fed up with secret judges running roughshod over taxpayers, fed up with city employees who laugh in the public's face. So fed up, he plans to run for public advocate, telling me he's mad as hell and he's not going to take it anymore. And he doesn't think you should have to take it either. All right, now, we're going to let you know what happens to Cy's bogus ticket case. He's got a court date around the end of the month, and unless they throw me out of the courthouse, I'll be right there with him as he faces the judge. As for the website that can help you fight your bogus ticket, you can find a link at our website, WPIX.com/factfinders. And remember, don't just sit there. Let me know. Leave me a tip and tell me what's bugging you. And this kind of story, guys, almost every New Yorker can relate to it.
Oh,
it really makes your blood boil.
It does.
Well, let's get a contrarian approach on quotas. I think quotas exist. I think they probably exist in most municipalities, because if they didn't, parking agents wouldn't get out of the car if it was, raining. I wouldn't.
Well, you know what, the funny thing, though, that Cy says, though, is that if you incentivize the parking agents and tell them, if you don't have a lot of your tickets kicked back, in other words, if you write legitimate tickets, you get a bonus or something like that, the number of bogus tickets might drop.
Other ways to go about it, you're
saying.
saying.
That he's actually going to run for
public advocate. So you'll have a chance to vote for him if you want.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.